And Lennox OBE, born December 25, 1954, is a Scottish singer-songwriter, political activist, and philanthropist. After achieving moderate success in the late 1970s as part of the new wave band The Tourists, she and fellow musician Dave Stewart went on to achieve international success in the 1980s as Eurythmics. Appearing in the 1983 music video for Sweet Dreams Are Made of This, with orange cropped hair and wearing a man's business suit, the BBC states, all eyes were on Annie Lennox, the singer whose powerful androgynous look defied the male gaze. Subsequent hits with Eurythmics include There Must Be an Angel, Playing with My Heart, Love is a Stranger, and Here Comes the Rain Again. Lennox embarked on a solo career in 1992 with her debut album, Diva, which produced several hit singles including Why and Walking on Broken Glass. The same year, she performed Love Song for a Vampire for Bram Stoker's Dracula. Her 1995 studio album, Medusa, includes cover versions of songs such as No More I Love Yous and A Whiter Shade of Pale. To date, she has released 6 solo studio albums and a compilation album, The Annie Lennox Collection, 2009. With 8 Brit Awards, which includes being named Best British Female Artist a record 6 times, Lennox has been named the Brits Champion of Champions. She has also collected 4 Grammy Awards and an MTV Video Music Award. In 2002, Lennox received a Billboard Century Award, the highest accolade from Billboard. In 2004, she received the Golden Globe and the Academy Award for Best Original Song for Into the West, written for the soundtrack to the feature film The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Lennox's vocal range is contralto. She has been named the greatest white soul singer alive by VH1 and one of the 100 greatest singers of all time by Rolling Stone. In 2012, she was rated number 22 on VH1's 100 Greatest Women in Music. In June 2013, the official charts company called her the most successful female British artist in UK music history. As of June 2008, including her work with Eurythmics, Lennox had sold over 80 million records worldwide. As part of a 1-hour symphony of British music, Lennox performed Little Bird during the 2012 Summer Olympics closing ceremony in London. At the 2015 Ivor Novello Awards, Lennox was made a Fellow of the British Academy of Songwriters, Composers and Authors, the Ivors Academy, the first woman to receive the honor. Lennox and her Eurythmics partner Dave Stewart were inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2020, and the duo were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2022. In addition to her career as a musician, Lennox is also a political and social activist, raising money and awareness for HIV/AIDS as it affects women and children in Africa. She founded the Sing campaign in 2007 and founded a women's empowerment charity called The Circle in 2008. In 2011, Lennox was appointed an OBE by Queen Elizabeth II for her tireless charity campaigns and championing of humanitarian causes. On June 4, 2012, she performed at the Queen's Diamond Jubilee concert in front of Buckingham Palace. In 2017, Lennox was appointed Glasgow Caledonian University's first female chancellor. Annie Lennox was born on Christmas Day 1954 in Aberdeen, Scotland. She is the daughter of Dorothy Farquharson, 1930–2003, and Thomas Allison Lennox, 1925–1986. In the 1970s, Lennox won a place at the Royal Academy of Music in London, where she studied the flute, piano, and harpsichord for 3 years. She lived on a student grant and worked at part-time jobs for extra money. Lennox was unhappy and doubted her own talent when compared to her student contemporaries while at the Royal Academy and deliberated on what other direction she could take. Lennox's flute teacher's final report stated, and has not always been sure of where to direct her efforts, though lately she has been more committed. She is very, very able, however. 2 years later, Lennox reported to the Academy, I have had to work as a waitress, barmaid, and shop assistant to keep me when not in musical work. She also played and sang with a few bands, such as Windsong, during the period of her course. In 2006, the Academy made her an honorary fellow. Lennox also was made a Fellow of the Royal Scottish Academy of Music and Drama that year. Lennox has been married 3 times. She and Dave Stewart were in a relationship for 3 years in the late 1970s, before they formed Eurythmics. They never married. Her first marriage, from 1984 to 1985, was to German Hare Krishna devotee Radha Raman. From 1988 to 2000, Lennox was married to Israeli film and record producer Yuri Fruchtman, and they lived in the Grove, Highgate. The couple have 2 daughters, Lola and Tali. A son, Daniel, was stillborn in 1988. While fundraising in 2009, Lennox met Mitch Besser, who had started an AIDS charity in Africa. Besser had divorce proceedings brought against him in April 2012. On September 15, 2012, Lennox married Besser at a private ceremony in London. Besser is the brother of Richard E. Besser. In September 2012, Lennox featured in Series 9 of the BBC's Who Do You Think You Are, in which she discovered that her great-great-grandmother Jessie Fraser worked at the Broadford Flax Mill in Aberdeen. Her maternal grandmother, Dora Peyton, was a dairy maid at the Balmoral Royal Estate, and her maternal grandfather, William Ferguson, was a gamekeeper also at Balmoral. Both of Lennox's parents died of cancer. Lennox is agnostic and a feminist. Lennox became a vegetarian at age 29. In the 2010 Sunday Times Rich list of British millionaires from the world of music, Lennox was estimated to have a fortune of £30 million.